A friend, apparently coming from the future, gave me an important envelope. It happened on October 23rd, 2015. I know the exact date because I sent an email about this to a friend that same day. You'll understand why it matters later. I was playing a game on my computer when I suddenly saw a blast of light through the living room window coming from the balcony. At first, I thought a transformer outside must have blown. I got up to check, but before I reached the door, someone rang the doorbell. When I opened it, one of my old friends from Canada was standing there. Her hair was a mess, she had bruises all over her face, and her leather jacket was ripped and dirty. She looked panicked. She handed me an envelope and said, in a rush, that I needed to read it and follow the instructions. Before I could even speak, she was running down the stairs. I followed, but by the time I reached the bottom, she was gone. I searched around, but there was nothing. I figured maybe she'd climbed the backyard fence and somehow got out. I called her phone to see if I could hear it ringing nearby. I didn't, and she picked up. When I told her what happened, she thought that I had lost it. She had no idea what I was talking about. I told her that the joke wasn't funny. She insisted that she hadn't left her house. I asked her to video chat and she agreed. On the call, she was sitting at home, thousands of miles away in Canada. No bruises, no panic, in no possible way could she have traveled that distance or changed her appearance in those 2 minutes that it took for me to look for her. I thought, okay, maybe this is some insane doppelganger coincidence. When I went back inside, I opened the envelope. Inside was a piece of paper with a USB stick taped to it and 8 pills wrapped in plastic. There was also a note in her handwriting that said, "Hi, it's gonna take me too long to explain. Can you send me these through the mail? There are 8 doses that need to be taken at fixed times. Thanks." At the bottom of the note, there were 3 small drawings, things I recognized as hers. It creeped me out because the handwriting was definitely hers. So I plugged in the USB drive. The only thing on it was a single notepad file that said, "Look at the date, dude." When I checked, the creation of the date was October 23rd, 2025, 10 years in the future. I called my friend back. Now she's the one getting freaked out. I took photos of everything and emailed them to her. She confirmed it was her handwriting and said she recognized the drawings. She said that they were little doodles she used to draw with her best friends back in elementary school, something nobody else would have known about. I followed the note's instructions and mailed the package to her in Canada. Not long after, her best friend became very sick. Doctors couldn't figure out what it was. They thought it was just stress, but it kept getting worse. My friend told her about the weird story, and in desperation, her friend decided to try the pills in case they were meant for her. Either it worked or it was a coincidence, but she got better slowly week by week and then recovered. I still don't know what really happened that night, but I can't stop thinking about it. Maybe in 2025 we'll finally understand the rest of the story.